All right, round one. We have the choice. We're going to play first. Good hand. I like it. I like it. On the play, especially that turn 2 logger can put a game away. So I guess we'll leave up Borrowed Malevolence on turn 1. We did pass a couple bombardments, so I think Logger, pretty good chance Logger's dead here, but that's all right. Yeah, that's all right. We got the Scavenger. We'll get her back. We'll get Jenny back. Ah, Wailing Ghoul. Well. More scavenger fuel, perhaps. All right. So now I can bring back the Foul Blood instead, which is nice. And we already have enough means to get Delirium, right? We've got the instant in hand. We have the enchantment. So when we eventually play Scavenger and get back Foul Blood, it's like getting back a 4/3 menace. How good. Oh, God. And there it is. The perfect Boon of Emrakul target. I guess we'll attack first because I'd rather cast Malevolence. I don't think our opponent's going to block anyway, but like I said, I'd rather trade a Malevolence than a boon. I certainly don't care about trading a boon for a Brazen Wolves, but like I said, I'd rather trade a Malevolence. I like that opponent's thinking about it. Okay, they wisely decided, no, he's probably got something. So let's do the plan B here. Sure. Ooh, grapple too, huh? All right, so I think we swing with Wailing Ghoul again. Same plan as before with Malevolence. If our opponent doesn't block, which I suspect they won't again, then we'll just cast the Scavenger and get back the Foul Blood. All right, they are still not blocking. The beauty is I am totally willing to block with Scavenger now. With Grapple in hand, I am happy to trade off my Scavenger, get it back with Grapple, get something else back later. Like, this is going to add up well for us. Gravedigger style effects, always good and limited. Even when they're kind of neutered ones like Scavengers. Okay. Well, even if I had left back the Wailing Ghoul, I would not have been able to block there. All right, so we take our 6. And I think we're going to be on the defensive plan now. So we can get Delirium at will. I'm going to play the Foul Blood. What I want my opponent to do is slam that 6th mana and attack. And then try and deal 2 damage to Foul Blood. Because then we can grapple or Malevolence. And actually, Malevolence might just pan out better for us overall. I probably attack with the Wailing Ghoul. Actually, let me think about why that would be bad. I can make this a 2/4, and we can... Yeah, actually, I think we're going to leave the Wailing Ghoul back. We're just going to play defensive a little bit. If all goes our way, we're looking really good here. Like I said, I think best case scenario is our opponent plays the 6th land, flips the werewolf. So our opponent's tapped out, and that's going to leave us with some good options here. All right, opponent is not, though. Just attacking with the Duelist. So I probably just block with the Scavenger so I can bring it back with Grapple. Yeah, I like that, actually. Otherwise, I can Borrowed Malevolence, still get this, and not lose my Scavenger. However, it makes better use of mana. But I kind of want to use the Malevolence to kill the Werewolf when it flips, because then I can just trade off one of my 3-power guys. Huh. So better use of mana is Malevolence. Grapple post-combat would let me get back my Scavenger, though, which still feels like the right move. Although, I've got 6 mana. So if I replay Scavenger, I could still play one side of Malevolence. I can also do both. I can block with Ghoul and give +1/+1, or -1/-1, either one. But that opens me up for some combat tricks here. I think we're just going to block with the Scavenger and play the Grapple. And get it back, and rinse and repeat. Just trying to build some card advantage, incremental, over the next couple turns here. All right, our opponent disconnected for a little bit there, but they're back now. And the reason I didn't do Borrowed Malevolence there was my opponent could have had a combat trick, which I think is overall more dangerous. All right, so that resolves. Let's cast the Grapple. Ooh, well, I guess we're getting back Scavenger. Scavenger-Reno. So we'll return that. If we get rid of a creature, we're left with land, enchantment, instant. Ooh, that's kind of rough. So I can't actually bring back Logger because I milled 3 lands. Grapple kind of didn't do it for me there. I would lose Menace, and this would be able to kill it. That's a bit of a predicament. Ooh, another land too, huh? Well, it's a bit of a problem. Yeah. creature, land, enchantment, instant. Well, I guess I'm not going to be able to... Yeah, I also can't flip my opponent's Arsonist. That's not good for us. Well, I suppose I want to keep playing lands to feed the salvation, the eventual salvation. Because now we can do it for 5, technically. -5, -5. Alright, well, that'd be a good top deck. Let's, I guess we play the Scavenger so the Arsonist doesn't flip. And we don't use the ability. I don't have to, right? Okay, good. So, yeah, otherwise our Foul Blood dies to a land. I can't allow that. Do I want to attack with Foul Blood? Probably not. If they play a land and flip this, I want to be able to block here and kill the werewolf. So we got to chill out longer here. Which is... We're in kind of a precarious position now, though. I really needed to mill something else with grapple besides 3 lands. Even if it had been a creature, we would have been able to get some value out of Scavenger. Alright. Thermo Alchemist. And a Noble. Alright. Well... Okay, well, Revenant's something. So let's play that. That'll at least counteract the Thermo Alchemist. Do I want to attack with Foul Blood yet? Let's say I attack with Foul Blood. My opponent probably doesn't block. So then I can Borrowed Malevolence. Let's say my opponent flips this, attacks, deals 2 to something. We may just have to risk it here. Let's say my opponent blocks with... I don't think my opponent blocks this. I mean, if my opponent does block this, we get pretty highly rewarded with this Borrowed Malevolence, right? Like, maybe they want to just block with Alchemist and Noble to take care of this. But we can save our Foul Blood. All right. So now we play the Revenant and we leave up Malevolence. And try and get some good value here if we can. Like, the nice thing is, once our opponent gets the 6th land and flips this, the 2 damage cannot kill any of our guys. So let's block with Ghoul and Scavenger. I kind of don't want my Revenant to die. I'd rather have lifelink over time. So I think we'll just block like this. Okay, so we'll have to bust the Malevolence here. So let that resolve. So we'll buff this and negative that. Alright. Alright. Not too terrible, actually. We do lose our scavenger, but we take care of the arsonist. It's a 2 for 2 that we'll take. And we keep our whaling goal, so honestly not that bad. Alright. They are slightly ahead on the life total, though. Alright. Scavenger's not bad either, actually. So I can attack with... If I attack with Foul Blood and Revenant, my opponent still can draw the land. Let's say they swing with... I might have to chump that and then eat this. I might just need to leave the Foul Blood back to block the... Okay. Alright. Swing with the Revenant. If I need the Foul Blood now. Unfortunately, I needed to trade with the werewolf. So I can't attack anymore. Because I think my opponent's going to imminently draw land here. Like, they had missed a land drop for like 3 or 4 turns, so it was getting to the point where it's fairly inevitable that they would draw a land. I'm very thankful none of our guys died to the attack. But I need to use the Foul Blood to trade here. Okay. All right. Ooh, oh, that is good. That is good. So let's do this. That is some good value. Let's make sure we don't take ourselves off of Delirium, though. So we want the Scavenger. That'll be our 5. So that means we leave the Logger. I want the Boon back, but... So what? We only have 4 card types right now. If I lose Delirium, it's not great for us. Well, we can take land, so we'll do that. We can take Malevolence or Grapple. I guess we take Grapple, right? That makes more sense. So I can take these 3. I still will have Creature, Land, Enchantment, Instant. If I get back Boon, I can't... He'll flip the Werewolf anyway. So I could take out the Supplicant with it, but it doesn't seem great. Yeah, I mean, we need to keep Delirium. Otherwise, when my opponent flips, they just get to kill Foul Blood, and I can't allow that. Although, I didn't play a land this turn, which means I could take... I can take Malevolence, because that means I can replay Grapple and get Delirium back. Otherwise, if I take Boon, I need to find a card type, or else that seems like a bit of a liability, although Boon is very premium here. Boon dealing with either of these inevitability clocks, I might just need to hope. So I leave the Malevolence, I take the Boon, and hope that I can get 1 card type out of it. What could I get? Apparatus, Creeper, Certain Death, Salvation. There's only 4 cards in my 19. In the top 4, no, 3. That's a bit dangerous. Yeah, and if I can't get it, this Werewolf's going to take the game over. I may just have to do these 3. It's not great. This is a quick clock, though. The Supplicant Alchemist thing is going to be a quick clock. But once again, just losing Delirium is way too harsh. I think I need to leave the boon. I don't love it, but I think that's where we're at. If I could guarantee myself a way to get Delirium, it would be so much better. I can take the Malevolence, though. That does mean I can take Malevolence. Because I get to just replay Grapple once I play the land. Okay. So we lose Delirium, we play the land, and we pass. Actually, we attack with the Revenant, and then we pass. All right. Okay. All right. Let's grapple here. So we wouldn't have gotten it. Let's bring back the Observer because it's a big boy. Another grapple. All right. So we can take the... So we can play Observer. We can swing with Foul Blood and Revenant. Play Observer. I can do Malevolence to kill the Alchemist. But I need to play the Observer now. I do have 8 mana, so I guess technically I could go Borrowed Malevolence. Kill... maybe I need to do that right now. Let's see, if I give this 4 toughness... Alright, well, let's just... I guess... just do half of Malevolence, because I can't save my card anyway. So we'll give this -1, -1. And then we'll play the Observer. And we can get it back with the Scavenger anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Opponent did not block the Revenant there, because they feared the Malevolence, I'm sure. Somehow I got behind on clock, even though my opponent disconnected. That Seasons Past decision was really important for us, though. Like I said, we wouldn't have been able to keep Delirium. And then our opponent would have just crushed us with that Erupting Dreadwolf. Alright, that's going to be a problem. They have us on a pretty quick clock now, but no luxuries. I mean, at least we can start smashing with the Observer. That is, like, pretty good. But we're on a bit of a clock here. Ooh, Certain Death. Yeah, that is huge. So now we can... maybe we smash with Observer first. And the Revenant, of course. I'm fine with this too. We get to draw a card. We can get it back with grapple. We can certain death our opponent's, I guess, probably the Alchemist actually, because then it can't block the Revenant, and then Supplicant we can race. So let's grapple back the Observer now, because I kind of want to look at what else we can get. Okay, so we can get back Observer. Okay. And I don't need to do it yet, so why don't we just play the land, play the Observer, and pass? Because I want to keep that huge dude coming. And now we're going to be able to probably start smashing with Scavenger too. I'm behind on time. This is game 1. I must have taken like 3 or 4 minutes to make that Seasons Pass decision, but I'm glad that I ultimately went for the safe play rather than the, you know, the risky play. Because I think we would have gotten punished by the risky play. Okay. Ooh, Somberwald Stag's so huge for us here. So, let's certain death well, we don't care about the Supplicant, probably the Bloodsworn. So let's smash with Revenant, Scavenger, Observer. And then we're going to play Stag to kill the Bloodsworn. Take us to 8, can take us to 7, to 5. But I still think we're safe here. Okay. So get the Gorger. This is still fine. So go to 7. Kill those things. Gain a little bit of life. Play the Stag. Kill the Bloodsworn. And then we pass. So now we have a blocker for the Gorger. Still good shape here. Trade. Rise from the Grave, targeting Stag. To fight the Revenant. Okay, I guess that makes sense. Ooh. So we've got, can we just kill our opponent? Our opponent can block 1 creature, or they're at 8. So we play Scavenger Rats. We smash with everything. If they block that, they still take 4, 6. Okay, they take lethal because this has haste. All right, so play the Rats. Play the Scavenger. Bring back, doesn't matter. Captive, I guess. Get our haste. Smash with team. They can block 1 thing, which means they're dead. Okay. All right, got there. It was a close one, though. All right, and we're both super low on time. I'm a few seconds ahead, but Certainly not much. So I got to make quick decisions. Let's see. I mean, grit protects against some removal, right? What was the removal we saw? We saw bombardment. Um, but then we just saw like rush of adrenaline. Grit might be too expensive to get some super value out of. Malevolence helped, but we didn't. Well, no, we did see X1s, didn't we? Not a ton. We saw the Bloodsworn. It's not bad. I'd still rather have Apparatus for delirium purposes, though. So I think we're going to run it back the same way. Like I said, we have to make some quick decisions. Certainly my fault, but I think that season's pass play was the difference between winning or losing straight up. Like, it was the difference between we're going to win this, we're going to lose this. So it was, that's why I took so long making the decision. Like, your decisions don't get more important than that. Okay. There's a graph rat, so I think we actually play the rats because then I can at least smash back. And I can apparatus the whelp if I have to. Actually, what's nice is I can apparatus a smoldering werewolf or something. I might just trade 2 for 2 or try to for a little while. Make mischief, bummer. Salvation, not bad, not bad. All right, let's play the ghoul. I can kill whelp now. Maybe that's better. Although I want to see if my opponent's got a smoldering werewolf. So let's just play the wailing ghoul. I'd obviously much rather kill a werewolf here. I'm still taking too long on my decisions. Duelist, bummer. All right, I think we just got to play the salvation. Well, I guess we want to wait 2 turns on that. All right, take a boatload of damage. So now I guess we'll use the apparatus on the duelist. And then we'll pass. So we have salvation next turn for 3. I mean, we only get 2 zombies, but... Stupid arsonist. And I don't have double black. Bummer. If I play scavenger, what does it do? Nothing. If I play salvation, what does it do? It lets me block. All right. So we're the player who gets the zombies, and I guess we'll kill the whelp. I mean, this way we can at least block the arsonist, but still in some trouble. And now I am behind on the clock because I took too long. So I guess we just have 6. All right, triple blocking it. Play around rush of adrenaline. No. All right, we'll lose everything, which is a bummer, huge bummer. But I obviously cannot afford to take 5. Come on, deck. Eesh. All right, give me grapple or bust here. Stag will work. So we'll kill the alchemist. And then we can trade with the gorger, so not too shabby. Stag doing its job. Stag doing its job. Ooh. Flipping that logger. Foul blood. Alright. Yeah. I don't think especially since I'm ahead on the clock, I don't think I'd trade a timber shredder for a devil. Really does not seem worth it. I'd rather trade my 4 power guy for something else. Ugh. Stupid supplicant. Ah, there we go. There we go. So we'll get back Salvation. We'll get back Captive, Stag, Tormentor. Done. Play a land. Can do the Foul Bloods too. Alright. So it's 7 mana. I can Dark Salvation for 4. So we'll get the zombies, kill your smoldering werewolf. We can just get 2, and then we still can't do anything else except play captive. So I think we'll get our 3 instead. Yes. Woo! Got there. Look at seasons past. MVP. MVP, baby. Giving us back our Dark Salvation. Jeez. That's so huge. Your 1-drop is bringing back Dark Salvation. That's so insane. All right. I'm glad we got there. That was a tough one. That was close. And whenever it's tight on time like that, it's always really gives you a lot of anxiety, you know? All right. We'll see you in round 2.